Hi, welcome back to the Knit for Brains podcast. This is episode 182 of our crafting podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook, Etsy at Knit for Brains Designs.
You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Loopy Stitcher, all one word.
All right, so welcome. We do have quite a few new viewers, so welcome.
You're in for a show.
So we'll go through it really quick. We're located in Bradley, Illinois, 30 miles south of Chicago. Weather report.
Well, it's been beautiful but chilly. Today it's really nice. The sun's out. A little bit chilly. We've had a few days reprieve of the wind. It's been like windy forever, it seems. And hopefully it'll keep going in the right direction. But I think we have a frost advisory coming up.
We did last night and we do tonight.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? It's Illinois, so, you know.
All right. So you guys are going to have to suffer through with me. Allergies are really bad because the grand dog came to my house yesterday and is staying for a week.
And she's allergic.
So is my husband, but I seem to be worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a day into it already, and I feel like I have little pecker hairs in my eyes. My throat is burning. My ears are plugged. My nose is plugged. I'm not sleeping because, well, he's a little you-know-what. Anywho.
See? I told you it's going to be a show.
It's not been fun around here. So you might randomly hear him barking as well because something triggered his barking and he has not stopped since.
Apparently Karen did.
He's a wiener dog.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah.
They're prone for barking. Anyone I've ever witnessed is just prone for barking. Don't know what it is with that breed.
Mm-hmm.
The things we do. So yeah. It's going to be a very, very long week for me.
Yeah. I told Chuck I didn't know what the sense of being a empty nester really was. My kids were less work when they were in the house than they were out.
You know,
it's been a crazy week.
Yeah.
Car issues, money issues, health issues.
My lawnmower broke, which you guys know I'm sad about that. We had it one summer, like 4 months worth of cutting, and I went to cut with it, and now it's broke again. So we're going to buy a new one, and then we're going to argue with that company. You should just
be able to push a button, and it should mow for you for that cost.
Well, it pretty much did. That was the beauty of it. It was battery operated one, and that's pretty much what she did. Because I didn't want to be pulling ripcord, and I liked that it had batteries, and I just plunked the batteries in there, and I didn't have to fill gas tanks and stuff like that either, so that was always nice. But we're going to contact the company, but in the meantime, I need a different mower to cut my grass. So, there's that. So I didn't get a lot done this time, because there's just been so much going on, and building up to the daughter taking the kids to Disney. There was a lot of babysitting as well right beforehand. So yeah, and that was the real kick in the pants. So they dropped him off yesterday, the dog, and which would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't have kicked in my allergies until today, but they both had to work yesterday, so I had to go over there at 7 a.m. in the morning and watch the kids until like 2. So within 7 to 2, I came home, I took sinus medicine, allergy medicine. Oh, Joan finally texted me. Better, it finally came through. I don't know. So, being there from 7 to 2, I was flared up, but good. Mm-hmm. So then I just started to clear up a little bit, and then they dropped them to me. So by last night, I'm laying in bed, my eyes are on fire, and I can't breathe, and he's all up against me, and I can't sleep when things or people are against me.
Mm-hmm.
We have the perfect size bed for the two of us, where he can be on his side, not touching me. But this dog wanted to lay right between us. And then up against my back to the point like it was pushing it funny. So when I did get up, oh my gosh, my back was hurting so bad.
Yeah.
And of course, he wanted to be up at 5:30 this morning when Grandpa got up. And once I was awake and, heavily caffeinated, I'm like, where's the dog at? He's in there sleeping on the couch. Brett's like, you ought to wake him up. I'm like, no, I'm just glad to have peace and quiet.
Yeah, I started work at 8 o'clock and she sent me this big long paragraph that she had already drank a Diet Dr. Pepper and was on to her coffee.
Had unloaded the dishwasher, did a
cut up
custom
some bags
order,
and
did some
laundry.
Yeah.
She was on a roll.
Okay, speaking of bags, so normally at the beginning of the podcast, I show you a shop update. I do not have a shop update because I am getting ready for a trunk show that I will be doing at Arkansas Yarn Co. on May 25th. They're having a birthday party there as well for the store. So I've been stockpiling bags for that. I'm not sure if I will have an update before then or not. Time will tell. But any of the bags that are in the shop, if you have been on the fence about if you want to purchase or not, I would purchase now because about a week before we leave, I will be putting my shop in vacation mode because anything that's in the shop will be also going with me. So run over there to Net for Brains on Etsy and check out what's in there. That's all I got for the shop. All right. Do you have FOs?
I do.
You got one.
No, I got 3.
Oh, look at her. Well, she's even with me because I got 3.
Oh!
I told you I didn't get
Mark
much.
this down.
I did not get much done this time. I really did not. All right.
I would have had a
so
4th one down, but...
We'll go back and forth if you want to go ahead and show one of yours first.
Well, 2 of mine are washcloths. And this is out of Loops and Threads, classic cotton. And the colorway is Pastel Ombre. So, got 2 of those done.
He finally quit barking. I wonder if Grandpa gagged him.
I even fed him cheese.
Yeah, we tried everything. All right. Phil socks. Phil socks. Polka Dot Creek. DK self-striping. It was one of the Canadian colorways, like a sports team.
Yep.
I don't think I have the tag anymore. I think I tossed it when I was switching bags, or it's in the other bag. I did say what it was on the last podcast. The contrast color is just a Plymouth yarn, Plymouth DK. Eyes are on fire. I think I might have had one of them done last time. Yeah, maybe. I think
so.
I think I had one, and
Or
then I
close
had
to
the
them,
cuff
yeah.
done, or the cuff started on
Yeah.
the second one. That's what it was. So I got these complete now. I think they turned out really nice.
Yeah.
I always like striping socks. So these will go into his pile of socks for Christmas. Because I already gave the 2 of them their birthday presents before they left, because Alisha's birthday will be when they're in Disney, and Phil will be home for his. They get home the day before, but I just gave them all at once. So. Plus 2 of them were combined gifts because they're adults now. They had to get an adult gift. All right, let me do one more. Oh, okay. I remember what this is. So I showed last time. Did I? Or did I start this? No, I showed this last time. Yes, I did. The newborn vertebrae. Oh, which looks like that. It is a free pattern. The yarn I was using was Lang Merino 200. And I think this was the one that did not have. Yeah, this is the one that did not have a colorway. And I said I wasn't sure if I was going to be... They showed it being knit with one skein of this, which was only 50 grams. So...
How bad was Earn Chicken?
Brett was laughing because I sent him a picture the night that I finished it. That's what I had left.
Wow.
That was cutting it very close.
Yeah.
But I did get it done. So I had that marked where I was at, and then I also had to do the sleeves, and I had to do the front band. So,
I love the way it...
Yeah, isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it came out really nice.
It's really cool.
It's nice weight, too.
It's fun how this side, like, it looks like swirls going down the arm. And then this side has the actual stripe pattern from the previous. But still, it's...
I would definitely buy another skein of this.
Yeah, that's really...
I think it came out
this
really, really
extremely
cute.
Intentional right here, the whole back of it.
Yeah, I'm almost wishing, because remember I had looked at the other color as well. I almost wish I would have gotten another skein of it and done 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because it really did come out very, very nice looking. I'm quite happy with this. Do I have anybody to give it to right now? No.
That's okay.
But that's okay. I will add it to the pile, and I will at one point have somebody give it to, and I will be ready. All right, you want to show another one?
Yep. Okay, so this one, many of you would have seen if you followed me on Instagram. I finally finished my Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Winter Series, the Playful Penguins. There's the picture. And there it is.
That's so cute.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, guys.
And I just need to get the frame. Mill Hill makes frames that fit these. Just, you can pop them in and pop them out. So I'm pretty sure they have a blue one with snowflakes on it that I want to get. Yeah. Yeah. So it turned out really cute. Very carnified. There's many mistakes on here, but you wouldn't even know it.
Oh, no.
Nope. It's mine.
All right. My next one is the Mount Juliet shawl by Helen Stewart. And the yarn I used, one of them I know you can't get anymore because it's from Cherry Cottage Clouded. I don't think this one had a colorway neither. No, it did not. Color 289 from Knit 1, Crochet 2. I don't know if I left.
All block too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Doy.
Yeah.
I was
Not
just
like
trying
my
to
finishes with the...
Trying to remember if
ends.
you know what, I think I took the Progress Keeper off. Okay. But this thing ended up being huge. Okay. I did do a lot of work on it.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Look how pretty that is.
Who do you have this for?
Well, it was going to be for you. That's why I went with these colors.
I love these colors.
This is why I never have a knitted object for her for like birthday or Christmas.
Yeah, my birthday's in July. You can hold it until July. I'll act like I'm surprised and show it on a podcast.
This is why she just always gets everything right away. But, and I was kicking myself because I started this with you, with it intended for you. And then you cast it one on.
Well, that's not a problem.
And I'm like, really?
It's not a problem. I'll use 2.
But, yeah,
This is beautiful.
were your colors.
Because this is almost a cross between a red and orange. I mean, it's like a rusty red.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that.
So there you go. It's all blacked even. Happy birthday. She's like, I'll put it to use right away.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was quite happy with how that came out. I don't know if I still have the picture of when I was blocking it, because, oh my gosh, did it take the mats.
You know, there's a reason why knitters make shawls like this. So they can cover up the mom spills on their chest.
I typically don't get mom spills, but okay.
The kids always, even if they did it, you did it, Mom. Yeah, I know.
Just try and look for the
when
picture.
I go to eat, it happens.
Yeah, look how many mats I had to have out.
Wow.
And it took almost all my blocking pins, and I have 3 sets of them. So yeah, it was quite sizable. But I really sometimes I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I kind of half.
And there were a lot of ends to this too.
Yes, I kind of half fit as far as blocking, but I really blocked that one nice. I did the baby vertebrae as well too, so.
Okay.
That's all I have for FOs.
I don't think I have a no, I don't have one. This is the Land of Sweets cowl.
Are we into whips now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
You're just going.
Yeah, I'm just going to town. I'm afraid Gifford will go nuts.
Nah, he'll be fine now. He'll calm down.
I made some progress on this. Can't see it because of the yellow. There's where I was last time. This lace, I'm doing much better. I didn't have to go back. That's an accomplishment.
Well, that might be nice.
Didn't have to frog. But making some progress on that. I was hoping to have this finished, but nope.
All right, well, speaking of frogging, we'll go to the frogging item. So, I frogged my MCAL again. I know everybody is shocked. It was after last weekend, because Karen came over last weekend. I made her dinner.
Chicken enchiladas with sour cream. Yum.
You always have to have sour cream. I'm a big sour cream girl. And you can never have enough sour cream. Let's just say that right there and then. And I was quite far too. And I ripped it all out that night. Well, you left at about 11:15.
You said when you sat down, I probably shouldn't work on this.
Yeah, I did.
She probably should have listened to herself.
I probably should
But she didn't.
But I didn't.
Because you like it.
I love knitting it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. So you left about 11:15. I went in and I went in and I tore it all out. And then I casted it on. I was up to 1 something in the morning. And then I think the next day I tore it out again. So I'm up to 5 or 6 times now. I've lost count. Yeah. So
she's bound and determined.
The thing is this is a lot of lace. And she does not have you put stitch markers in until you get to clue 4. The reason being is you can put the stitch markers in before then, but you're basically putting them in. You might work 2 or 3 rows, and then you're taking them out for a row, and then you'd have to put them back in because it moves. Yeah. Well, I did that because I was tired of ripping this thing out. Right. So I was nonstop taking stitch markers out, putting stitch markers back in. But then if I had a mistake, it was within a 12 stitch section.
And you could find it right away. Right?
Well, there's hopes to that.
Yeah. We're hoping.
So I've made it all the way to clue 4 now.
Ooh.
Which is now a 24 stitch. So I had to take them back out again and put them in. Which, on the plus side, I get to leave the stitch markers in for all of clue 4.
Cool. So
that's a plus on there. And then, let me see, clue 5. 1. Looks like I'll have to take them out twice and put them back in, which isn't bad. So my clue 4 and clue 5 are pretty short. So I should actually be caught up. Like the clue 5 is not even a whole page. And clue 4 is barely over a page. Because this week would be clue 6. But I'm not really terribly worried about being on track. I just would like to not rip it out for the 7th time, especially seeing that I'm up to 576 stitches. But what a difference it has made, and I'm quite happy. Now, I have not, before I was weaving in the ends as I went.
Mm-hmm.
I am not weaving in the ends until this thing is done.
Yeah.
I'm not fixing the little hole in the center until this thing is done.
Yeah.
I am making it a little easier on myself. This thing is gorgeous. Of course, it's a little hard to show because
it kind of looks like a parachute or a jellyfish right now.
Well, and my cables are kind of short.
Yeah.
But look at all that lace work.
Beautiful.
And Alisha saw this and was like, "Oh, I love it. I've always wanted a circles jaw." Well, it will be yours after I work on it for the next 10 years. So, yeah, I knit all of this since last week.
Wow.
So this is like where a lot of my knitting time went.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is you pay attention to it, knit, and you either count as you're doing those. Well, for a while it was 12 stitches. Mm-hmm. You count it and made sure you still had 12, or you did it and then you count it and made sure you had the 12 and you didn't go any further.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't falling into that thing again. Because some of the lace work, like when I ripped it out last week, I originally thought, oh, I can go back a row and I think I can fix it. Yeah, no, it didn't work. It was just too much going on. So, yeah.
Have you ever done a lifeline?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. You're lucky I even got stitch markers in here at this point.
Yeah, I know you're not a huge.
I don't.
Person.
I feel about a lifeline like I feel like gauging. Okay. I like to live on the edge. I obviously like to make my yarn last.
Because 1, 2, and 3 times not enough. But let's try 5 or 6.
Yeah, but talk about being persistent, eh?
Oh yeah.
And I mean, look how beautiful it is. So I'm to the blue color now, so I do a lot in that blue color. Mm-hmm. And then I believe from just the peep ahead, then it's going to go the colors back in reverse is what it's looking like. But yeah, everything, all my little diamonds and everything in there all line up perfectly. There is no lorification in this at all. Not one stitch has been off. Because if it was, I would have ripped it out again. Well, this is not one, like, you have to figure out what's wrong with it. Because it's going to show.
So you've become an experienced frogger.
Frogger, yes. I'm not a tinkerbacker. I don't like tinking lace. I really don't. Especially with some of the stitches. It's just like, no. It's quicker and easier for me to just rip out the whole thing because I knit the same way. I knit fast enough that I'll be back there anyways.
If I can go back maybe a row and a half, I'll do it. Otherwise, just pull that because it'll just take me forever.
Like I said, I did all of this since last Monday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and this is a lot of knitting.
Especially, you got,
Tons of lace.
at 500 stitches,
576.
it would take me an hour and a half just to get around one time.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm a fast knitter.
I know.
Which is a good thing.
She puts me to shame.
Which is a really good thing. So, but I'm really, really happy with it now. And I'm loving the colors. I guess I should go through those. Because I did not do that. I know this is a Lolo Did It. One of the hippo ones. Not that one. Hold on here. Okay, I remember what's going on, I think. Oh no, it wasn't one of the hippo ones. Oh, well, maybe I don't. The blue was one that I did not have the label on, and I really, really, really believe this is Night Owl Fibers. Because I had bought a couple of her tonals.
Mm-hmm.
The other three are all Lolo Did It. Oi with the Boodles. I Love You, You Idiot. And I Smell Snow. I believe I got those right. So basically, all three of those are Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a Gilmore Girls shawl.
Yeah.
So we could just call this Luke.
Make up an A.
Because it goes well with it. So, yeah, and Alisha saw it, I want to say, when it was back here, and she was already going, oh, I love it, Mom. I'm like, yeah. So this will be finished, and this is going to end up being put away for Christmas. This will be her knitted item for Christmas, and oh, what a knitted item.
Yeah.
So, guys, cross your fingers for me. that nothing happens.
Yeah.
And I was really smart the other night. I was getting really tired, and I'm like, okay, don't even do the whole I shouldn't be knitting this. Just put it away.
Yeah.
And I worked on socks, which I know today, no note to this. Because I've not had a lot of sleep. I've had a whole crap ton of caffeine. Ain't even gonna lie about it. Yeah. So, but yeah, I am loving it. And yeah, it's from the last, 5 times I knit it, this is looking so much better. But, practice makes perfect, guys.
Try again.
And she asked me, well, did you restart that? And I was like, well, you'll hear about it on the podcast. Like,
Yeah. But I tell you, Sunday night, she was like, I really probably shouldn't knit this tonight. It really requires concentration. She just kept on knitting.
well, and I knit on it while I watch TV.
Then our alarm night light went out, which is basically the lights go out.
Yeah. 11 o'clock, everything in my house shuts off.
And then she was like, she was mumbling over there, and I could hear her counting, and just like trying to tink back, and she's like, nope. Gonna have to frog it again. Rip it out. Just gonna pull off the Band-Aid. So I was wondering how long it was gonna take you to... I probably would have done the same thing. I just stayed up until 2 o'clock in the morning to restart it. I had to.
I wonder if I have the sheet that tells you... Well, I'm almost there, guys. So I'm on clue 4.
Mm-hmm.
I have clue 5 printed already. There's only one more clue.
Oh, cool. Thank goodness, because I didn't know how big it was going to get.
This thing is going to be massive, though, to block.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to have, with 3 sets of block, I don't know if I'm going to have enough. You see me having to order more blocking pins. I already have 3 sets. Technically, I have a 4th set, but my daughter has lost them. Okay, so Yeah,
I think I have a couple of sets if you need some.
Okay, well, we'll see how this, because it's really going to grow.
And I got some mats from Harbor Freight.
Oh, I think mats I have covered. Because I have a ton of mats.
Because I have the big ones.
I might end up having to move my living room table.
But you got it taped.
I'll put tape down.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
She has to have it in the exact spot when she turns it.
Otherwise, it'll drive me insane.
Yeah.
And every time Brett goes walking past, I'll be like, I think my table's in the right spot. Could you... And this will go on for 3 months.
Like when I sent my picture of my organizing my craft stuff. And, I mean, my bed was full. The floor in front of my bed was full. It was just about everything. I sent a picture to her, and she's like, my OCD brain can't handle this. Because I have a cross-stitch pattern that's framed above the bed, and it was crooked. And it was not a little bit crooked. It was way crooked.
It was the only thing I could see in that photo.
And it's the only thing she could focus on. I mean, there was like a plethora of stuff.
I couldn't have even told you there was a bed in the picture. All I saw was that picture.
It's like, really, that's all you saw?
Why are you sending me this? I'm gonna have nightmares. Why do you do these things to me?
I want to come over and just straighten
Can I come straighten your picture for you?
Forget all your other stuff. I just want to straighten that picture.
I'll climb over the crap that you have everywhere. Well, let me take care of that picture for you.
I still have stuff all over.
Yeah,
but it's in organized piles now. For the most part.
Organized chaos.
Yep, it is. It is organized chaos. Okay, so.
Oh, speaking of look, I wore a new shirt for you guys. Well, actually, I've worn it when we went to the quilt store, but I got this on Temu just because I thought it was funny.
I restarted a sock. I'm almost, not quite, back to where he was. I think this was a Christmas advent. It might even be Night Owl fibers that we split at one point in time. And I don't even know what the extra minis.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Because it's got purple in it.
Yeah. It didn't come with the advent. It was from one of my other projects.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
Because it's really pretty. At first you look at it, it looks like it's gray, but it is purple. So I am just doing a shorty cuff down. This time I'm doing one. I do them on size 1s or 0s. Please don't ask me to look because then I have to take off my glasses and look again. Yes, this is a crazy long wire. Because normally this is what I do my magic loop on, so it's probably like a 40-inch.
You usually do 2 at a time.
I usually do 2 at a time. But I made some progress. I've been tracking it. Normally I don't do that, but to make sure the other one matches. So it's been nice having potato chip stuff, but the only problem is I realized how bad like when I don't know if you guys run across this, but when I go to knit, I have a tendency, I grab like this, like.
Well, that's just weird.
So I end up with like right here, you can almost see I almost have a callus here, but that's where I end up getting so sore.
I'm trying to figure out how I knit. Yeah, I'm not.
You're almost like fingertips.
Yeah.
Fingertips.
But so I do push with this finger.
Yeah.
That's why I always have a hole in it.
Yeah. I have been trying to get myself to, change the way I'm holding them so that, I can be comfortable and consciously don't hold on.
Well, that's probably why you can't knit that fast. I mean, if you're death gripping your freaking needles.
I am.
Then you got me over there
all my stress is like.
We must look quite the pair of Snakeums walking through my living room. She's over here like this, and I'm over here just.
I got this strangled. And that was the reason why I could not do the 9-inch circular thing, because it really hurt my thumbs.
Well, there's
The
not
way
enough for you to grip
like, there's
onto.
yeah, I'm like so used to grabbing onto so much, I have to have the longer needle anyway.
Huh.
So aren't you proud of me?
Oh,
I had a couple of knit projects. What do you know? How's that work? It's like I remembered to knit.
Oh, I was like, why is this not opening? Oh, I cast on another pair of fill socks. Because I didn't say before, and I always get asked for people that didn't know or haven't watched. The pattern is Wide Rib DK Weight Socks by Erica Saint, which we had a viewer comment and let me know that she actually has a podcast.
Oh, cool.
And I did check it out the other day. It's her and her daughter-in-law, Rose Opal something. I think she was the one that I had asked you. Oops, wrong one.
If
were
we had
these the
watched-
ones
yeah.
that we watched, or of course I'll probably never find. Why have they like put comments out of order now?
Gotta love it.
How do I get to them? Really? Thanks for changing stuff.
Yeah. It's not like we have a choice. They just do upgrades automatically.
Yeah. I was watching a video on how to do a stitch. I could just look in my library and see it's Rose Opal. Will you not let me see my subscriptions? Okay, obviously I just don't know how to work my thing. Is it this one? Yeah, Rose Opal Knits.
Cool.
So if you want to check them out. So anyhow, I started fill a new pair of socks. This gray, I'm still using it. I used it on something else. It's finger and weight. I'm holding double. It was something that I dyed. The main color is, I believe, Miss Babs. Yes. Morticia. I'm like, I know I have a sock in there. And I just pretty much started it.
Very nice.
I'm on the heel. It does have like some purple tone to it, but it's also get like dark enough that it'll be fine. Plus
Yeah.
he's colorblind.
Pretty.
Speaking of being colorblind, so I got my nails done. I told her those last nails I wasn't feeling.
Yeah.
Not me at all. So okay. So she did these. I show my grandson the next day. And he instantly says, "Blue!" Very good, honey. Because it was turquoise. I show my husband, he goes, "Oh, they're green." Okay, I'm really starting to suspect I'm not the colorblind one. That is Brett. And he's made me think all these years I'm colorblind. Because even my grandson knew this was blue. And I think we've had this conversation before.
I thought he was colorblind too.
Huh?
I thought he was colorblind too.
No, he claims no, but I'm thinking I'm
Maybe
not,
I need
and
to test
he
him.
is. Because I'm like, no, that's not green. Even little man knew.
Well, it always makes me wonder, how do you pick out your fabric colors if you're colorblind?
I'm not completely colorblind. Like there are certain colors I can barely see the difference between. Although I don't know that it's as severe as what I thought it was, because I'm thinking maybe when I'm asking him and we're having disagreements about it, that he's the wrong one. And he's now watching this going, no, it's you.
And just to be clear, I'm not colorblind.
I'm not like a Phil that doesn't, like, there's colors.
Like none.
He
he
can't.
just,
Yeah.
yeah. I knew you could have a severity of it, you know,
Yeah.
in terms of light to really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had a coworker that was colorblind, and I've learned my ability to highlight an Excel from him, and I'm proud to say that. But literally, like, his contrasts were so bright and so different. It was like, wham, bam, there it is. So we always get a good chuckle out of that. And he fully admitted, I can't see the differences otherwise.
Well, like, Phil, that, remember when I crocheted him that Mario blanket? Mm-hmm. When he first opened it, he couldn't even tell what it is. We had to take it and, like, stand across the room.
Oh.
So he could see, like, just the light and darkness of the pattern.
Okay.
He initially didn't even know that it was Mario.
Poor guy.
Right?
When he plays video games all the time, or at least he used to.
He does here and there, but not so much. He's got 2 littles now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is one that I thought I was going to have finished, but not quite. This is the Snowman Ornament Dimensions. There it is. And this is on plastic canvas, and that's where I'm at now. Isn't he cute?
Aww.
No. So, really easy. The only problem I'm having is the plastic really doesn't have a whole lot of give, so I'm hoping that the needle lasts, because I've bent it from trying to go through. So, following the directions too, but making really good progress on that.
My next one, which I didn't even know if I was going to be able to show this because I did not remember having worked on it, but I guess I did right after the podcast, is by Helen Kennedy Designs, Always Be Brave. Still haven't finished the repeats where I get to flip-flop the colors yet because I was just so busy working on my circle shawl.
Yeah.
Which, I'll be honest, I will probably be busy working on my circle shawl again. I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to see how it comes out. So, but I love this too. Oh, I didn't talk about yarn. They're both Arkansas Yarn Co. This one is Dating a Royal. And this one was from their Sock Yarn Society. Let's give them something to talk about. So where that stitch marker was is where I was at. So I did having issues there. I did do a bit, just not a ton. Mm-hmm. But it's coming along. It's all good. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait to see what it looks like when the colors get flip-flopped.
Yeah, I'm hoping you guys will be able to see the shimmer more.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit.
It's just, it's very shimmery.
There you go.
Sometimes it's hard to catch it on camera, though.
You definitely can see it more in person.
Oh, yeah. It's like bam in your face.
Yeah.
So, I really enjoy this one, but I knew I was so close to finishing this one. Mm-hmm. And then I kept getting carried away with the circle shawl, the MCAL. So this one just didn't get the time it should. Whatever. It's not a big rush. I believe this is a, well, I haven't really decided if it's going to be Christmas or birthday gift, but either way, it's a little ways off.
Yep. So, of course, I finished the penguin one and I want to start another one. I want to get a little away from Christmas and winter. So, I mean, this is still kind of wintry, but not so much. This is the Buttons and Beads Winter Series, and this is Snowy Owl. You guys saw this in my acquisitions last time. And pull him out. Put this one behind there. And there he is. Looking a little polka dot-ish.
Yeah.
Did not follow the directions 100% correctly, but I'm not going back and picking stuff out because this is on perforated paper. It's just a matter of how many threads I used. The white, I did it correctly, and I think the black, I might have used too much, so that's why it's just so in your face, but since then I've corrected it, and I started paying a little bit more attention. Because a lot of times with these, they either always use 2 threads, unless you're beading, or they always use the whole thing as 3. And this one uses a combination of 3 and 2, and I didn't catch that when I was doing the black. So, but really liking that.
Oh, this is my last one. Well, I got to dig through all my stuff because wallet, sinus. This is my to-go bag, guys. So I guess on another pair of DK Weight socks. I believe it's the 4 Hour by Lolo Did It. Oh, Phil's self-striping was Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Because they were in this bag and then I had to switch them out. Alright, so this is my contrast I'm using, which is Plymouth. It is called Fuchsia. Ditastic Sunset Storm is this one. Look how pretty it is.
That's so fun.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then we were out to eat and I'm like, isn't this pretty? And he just goes, eh. And I'm like, isn't this sharp looking? Eh.
And that's why, because he's colorblind.
It's good. He says it's because he's a guy. He's like,
He's a guy.
I'm like, whatever. But yeah,
I can appreciate it. I think it's
love
pretty.
it. It is so pretty. And
Very
I
vibrant.
love the fuchsia.
Yep.
For the heel and the toe.
Yeah, very vibrant.
So this is what's in my to-go bag. Although I won't really be going very much since I've got a grand dog here for a week.
Okay. Next one. I made some progress on and made a decision on whether or not I was going to take out some of it. And this is Plum Street Samplers, the Gather In. And I think I'm doing this on a 28 count. I think I lost the tag.
I'm making awesome.
So I have extended the fence and the grass down here. And I also ripped out what I had up above, underneath the roof line up here, and shifted some things over because I got the thread last week because it should be a difference. The color that I had that was the called for DMC conversion was too close to the actual this color over here, so I didn't care for it as much. So I know there's going to be some difference there. So making some headway on that. That's a lot of full knitting, and actually there's a sign that goes in right here. So I'm up to the point where I need to do the 1/1 for the signage that goes in right there.
I'm not even a gripper with my DPNs. Like this hand, when I take completely off when I throw my yarn.
I don't. The only time I take my hands off is when I'm purling, because I don't quite.
Yeah, my right hand comes completely off my needle.
When I'm purling, I haven't gotten it down to be whatever that. Boop. And my last whip that I got compliments on last time.
Not that we'd be able to find the comments.
Yeah. Is the Feast of Friendship. See, those colors are beautiful. And I am using the called for threads.
I don't know what is wrong with that dog.
Now it's probably because he's not getting attention. Don't you love that mess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. And this is on 36 count needle and flax. Dirty teacup. I love this. Oh no! Don't do that to my shawl.
Gosh, I can't give her anything nice, can I, guys?
No, you can't. So I have made some more progress. We got 2 more windows here. I finished up the top along here. Added the corner leaf and this little motif there. So we're done with everything that's above the roof, and we are making our way down on the actual massive house. So, and there's 3 windows down. So that's that, and that's my last whip.
I was out of whips.
Yep.
Out of whips.
Out of whips.
Out of whips. I didn't work on a whole lot, I felt. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of did, but the stuff I worked on, I put a lot of work into, so. But, I was thinking about it. It's very odd that I had 3 shawls on the needles. Never have 3 shawls on the needles. And I definitely have never had 3 shawls on the needles that I enjoyed so much.
Yeah.
So that was a nice treat.
I think I had I know I picked up my nativity thing, but I didn't do enough to bring that. So I did do some cross stitch on baby Jesus, but not enough to really bring.
You got any acquisitions?
No, I do not.
I have 2 Goodwills. That's it.
Cool. I mean, after the last podcast.
I didn't have much last time either, did I?
From our trip.
Yeah, I didn't have anything.
Not really, no.
All I bought was fabric for the shop. And look how much fabric I've gone through. You see how, there's actually openings and it's not, blowing at the seams anymore?
Yep.
Yeah, I've been sewing a lot. All right, so I got some Red Heart Scrubby Cotton for 99 cents at Goodwill. I always like to hold this with some cotton and make a little scrubby, so always like it when I find that. I found a skein of Knit Picks worsted in the peacock color, and I thought this would make a beautiful hat for my son-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Which was funny, when he dropped his dog off to me, he had on well, no, not last year's hat. The year before, I think. He was wearing... He always wears his knit stuff. Always, guys. So, yeah, I thought this would be a really pretty hat for him. So, this will end up getting made for him. That's it. Telling you, I didn't. I really haven't been... No, I don't even have anything ordered. I've been being a good girl.
Where is Laura, and what have you done with her?
Well, I didn't buy that much last year neither, though.
No, I mean, and when we went to the yarn store, you had a specific purpose for going.
And that's pretty much all I got, other than that yarn for the baby vertebrae, which was a 50-gram skein.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got 50-gram skeins of Plymouth DK to go with stuff I already had for doing socks for Christmas.
Yep.
I did see... Oh, I see it right now. Okay, so I was looking for it. I couldn't remember if I had one. I saw a pattern that... I think it's... I'm not sure if it's new or not. Hold on. It doesn't matter if it's new or not. I'm picking out another shawl pattern. So my next one up is going to be Rainbow Bouquet. Because I have a mini skein set. I got to see how many mini skeins are in it. And if she gave me the 10 or 20 gram that Laura had dyed. And I will dye a main color to go with it. Look how pretty this is. So I think that's going to be the next shawl I do.
Who's that by?
Stephanie something. Lawton?
Yep.
Oh, Telly Bean Knits. There you go.
Okay.
That makes it easier. It's for fingering weight. She had sent me, I have a That's So Rad set in DK, but then I also have one in fingering weight, and it's really bright colors like this. You can kind of see it like
because
right there.
have it. I have the really bright one.
Okay. But I can't remember how many different colors is in it, and I'm not sure if she sent me the 10 or the 20 gram.
And I would love to do something for that for Megana, because she would just love those, very bright, very youthful.
Mm-hmm. And then I figured I will dye up either a darker gray or a black as the main color.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I got to see her this week as we were picking up our car. And she was crocheting a, what are they called?
I don't
know. The handkerchief. Well, we used to use a handkerchief, but the bandana. Oh my God.
Wow.
And she was saying how her hairstylist, she actually made her hairstylist and brought the gift to her. And it was her first time really experiencing somebody that was like, oh my God, nobody's ever given me something like that. Now, she has crocheted her little heart out for her friends for Christmas and family for Christmas presents and stuff. But this was the first time I think and I don't think they're as crochet worthy as obviously this. She was very appreciative. She thought that was the coolest thing. And Megana was like, that was kind of neat.
So I also saw another pattern that I'm going to do because I have a whole metric ton of yarn in the closet. You remember I got from one of the thrift stores. I had 2 big zipper bags. Well, I'm down to 1, and it's they're DK weight. I had done some sweaters and stuff for the kids and whatever, but it's acrylic, but it's like a nice acrylic. So I'm not going to do the baby blanket of this. It gives you, it's DK yarn, 4mm needles, and it gives you for, hold on, let me see, for preemie, newborn, 18-inch preemie blanket, 24-inch newborn baby blanket, or a 30-inch baby blanket. I'm not going to do the preemie. I'll probably do like the 24. I'm going to pull out and see if I have something that goes like with that sweater even. Or the other sweater, because I've done 2 vertebrae. And I'm going to knit that blanket.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
It's a very simple one. So it's a free thing on a blog. It is called, if you just Google it, that's how I found it, Jordan Baby Blanket. Because somebody had posted it and I saw it and I was like, oh. So yeah, I think I'll do one of those as well. And then I'll use up some of that yarn that I purchased.
Very cool.
We're going to try to use up some yarn, guys.
Actually going through my massive stash of crafting stuff between yarn and cross stitch and finishing stuff that I have for my projects. That's where I ended up going back to this sock, was because I was like, need to go back. I had it as basically a tube with the afterthought, and I know the afterthought heel doesn't fit me very well. Or at least I haven't gotten it to fit me very well. I probably need to do like 10
I was going to say,
original
you have
rows.
to add quite a few rows for anybody that has any sort of normal heel.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. And then there's always the, did you catch it in the right place and that kind of thing. So, going back to the tried and true heel clap and gusset process, And so that's why I tore out the sock that I had almost already finished a whole,
2.
at least one. I almost had a hoe. I'm like, you know what? I probably won't finish the other one if I just keep on this, so I'm just going to rip the puppy out. That way I'll finish it.
There you
And
go.
sure enough, I ripped it out and restarted it that night.
I still have a sock down here in a bag that I started, I don't know how many Christmases ago, and I started knitting with it. It was from Night Owl Fibers, and then I realized that there was a lavender smell on the yarn.
Oh, so I bet you that's one you were going to give to me, or
No, I was waiting to see if I was going to wash it,
That's right.
But honestly, it's probably been sitting down here so long, it might not have a smell anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, try it.
But it's a sock weight yarn.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I have it started, so I'd have needles on it already. I don't know if I have it cast it on 2 at a time, or I don't know. I'm not in a big rush. It's in an itty bitty bag and it's down on the bottom of the cart, so it's not bothering anything.
Cool.
So there's that. So yeah. I don't know when we're due to podcast again. Today is the 21st, so not the 28th. May 5th. Oh, that's Cinco de Mayo. I was like, why is my 5th ringing a bell?
Anna's birthday. Never forget it.
Okay.
For many reasons, but...
when we're in Arkansas, it's a non-podcast week, so we're good. That's what I was wondering.
Cool.
Wasn't 100% sure on that. All right, so hop on over, check out Knit for Brains Designs on Etsy. You want to tell the people remind the people what to do.
And I remember what you're supposed to do. Isn't that impressive? If you like our craziness and our content, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
Other than that, I don't think we have anything else this week, huh?
No.
That was kind of a
it was
shorter
kind of short
one,
for us.
but that's okay.
Yep. Hopefully next time there will be more.
I don't know, because with having him all the way till Friday, how much am I going to get done?
True. True that. True that. And we all know how slow I go.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I will get him to settle down in the evening and sit on the other couch away from me, and I'll be able to knit.
Yeah.
So, because Brett will be working, so hopefully it'll be kind of calmer.
Yeah.
Like he all I did was lay around all day today, other than when I dragged him out for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just once he starts barking, he was barking at the neighbor, and then Karen came, and he just won't stop.
No.
I was hollering at him. We tried to give him a treat. We tried cheese.
Yeah, I gave him
Brett
cheese.
hollered
He
at
licked my
him.
fingers.
Yeah, he was quiet while he ate it.
Yep. And then she went, and then he was still barking, and then he even came over and sniffed my legs. And then he still went back and started barking again, and then he finally just about settled down, and then Brett came home.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I know...
And then Brett got him to finally...
They have an issue with, like at their house, that when they leave him in the backyard and the neighbors are out, he keeps barking at them and the dogs and whatever. But I can't say I've ever noticed him doing that, like, when somebody's came in their house. But, I don't know. I think he's just kind of out of sorts. He doesn't know where his humans are.
Yeah. This is not his normal space.
Peanut was quite emotional when they dropped him off.
Yeah, I bet.
She was crying. She was worried about Packer and that she was going to miss Packer. And is Grandma keeping him forever? Oh, no. No. Not happening, bug. Well, and then they had to get up at 2 a.m. To head out to get a flight. So I'm sure that was interesting. I did get pictures. They made it. So that was good.
Cool.
And they checked on the dog, and I sent some pictures of the dog to them because that was an agreement. I had to send a picture a day to Peanut of the dog. And then she would send me a picture. Like, okay.
Yep.
So that's that. So hopefully all my sinus issues and dog allergies and whatnot will be cleared by next time. We'll see, because I'm sure it's going to take me a bit to dehair my house. Although I made him bring blankets, and I've got blankets all over the couches.
So I'm sitting on the blankets, and I'm sure my backside's going to be really fun when I go home.
It actually, because I had looked earlier, it doesn't look.
Yeah.
Well, they did take him for a bath and a nail trim before, so the amount coming off of him isn't as much. But any little bit, and since he's a wiener dog, he has that fine little hairs that, and any little bit just gets me going.
Yeah.
You guys know how I am. So, all right, we shall see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.